Okay, so I just thought of this song.
What
song? Show. It's a theme song. Listen.
Right now?
Yeah, go.
Kurt has kids and an SUV.
Joey scans red and excessively.
We share music and a chromosome. It's a romance built to last and last. Choose the future path. Choose the future path. Kurt and Joey's podcast. Choose the future.
Welcome to the Dudes of Future Past podcast. A very special episode.
This is a special episode.
It is.
Isn't it?
It's
Why
like that.
would it be special, Joey?
Well, because we're talking about something that both of us know not that much about.
We don't. We've been. We've heard about autism,
Of course, and
That's
we've
the
been
topic.
around people with autism, and
Yeah.
we try and be supportive. But it's one of those things where you have to kind of learn from firsthand experience from the people that are experiencing it, and a lot of the times, autism hinders your ability to
communicate. Well, yeah, that's. Again, not being well versed in it, I really had a hard time when we were speaking to our special guest for the first time, communicating what. My ignorance, first of all, how he deals with everyday life, how there's a different spectrum for different people with autism, all those things that I did learn in our very special conversation this week.
Yeah.
And I was made aware of a lot of the good part for me, the enlightening part and the uplifting part, was that I realized that a lot of these people are doing well and doing better because of knowledge and because of spreading the word about autism.
And because,
the acceptance.
And the internet being out there really spreads words. And if you haven't guessed already, this is our contest winner, one of our contest winners. We were going to put it in the same show, but we did this interview, and it just was so heartwarming and changed our perspectives and taught us so much that we thought it should live alone because our guest, Ryan Lee, who won our contest, was
very welcome to our show.
And
very welcome.
He is welcome.
Maybe I'm.
But he wrote up a kind of essay about him.
He did.
And his experiences
on our Instagram page.
It was life-changing for me. I don't know about you, but
it was
this,
life-changing for me.
Just talking to him and his perspective and how much he's changed from that book.
Yeah, the book is called Population One. I guess he was a big fan of it. It changed his life. It was by also another autism victim. A victim, I don't know if that's the right word. Somebody who suffers from autism, Tyler McNamer. And it's all about autism, adversity, and the will to succeed. And it's a very inspirational book. So if you are looking to learn about autism, go check that out. Joey, what else could they check out?
They can also check out a charity called autismspeaks.org if you would like to donate to people that are doing their best to give the people that have a hard time using their voice a voice, to speak out, something that our guest, Ryan Lee, our contest winner, had no problem. It seemed like, I'm sure he went through his own. I mean, writing it was probably more difficult.
Yeah, he had this long essay.
And we're not easy at setting up good times. So, but he was fantastic, and he was so well
especially
versed.
for somebody for an autistic person, he was well spoken, and he knows he has a struggle getting social cues and knowing how to speak to other people, or knowing when certain things are appropriate to say, which is such a tough affliction, I guess you could say, because you really take it for granted. I mean, a lot of people with everything. If you're walking and somebody else says, no legs or is paraplegic, you take walking for granted, I suppose. You take any sort of disability, you take for granted. But these things, because on the surface, it's not like this person looks any different from anybody else. There's no indicator. But
internally, they're fighting against themselves.
Yes, internally. It's such an internal disease that you're like, I don't know whether to speak, or certain things may trigger them to go in more internal and go into a shell. Again, forgive us our ignorance, because we are like thanks to Ryan, first of all, for opening our eyes to this and being so open about talking about it, and it's gotten us on a path of learning more about it. So again, we are
hats off to Ryan.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Because of him, I think we want to do a show that does autism more justice in the future, and maybe set up a charity through Dudes of Future Past where we can get people to give money to Autism Speaks and help out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want to do more research on it. I want to talk to Ryan more. And I'm sure he will talk to us more, because that's the thing. He's a great guy. He's been talking to us every day since we got him on our feed and we won the contest. And I'm so glad he did, because it's important, I think, that people know about it. And if we could do anything with our voice on this podcast to enlighten anybody else to the issue of autism, or to go out and donate and help out somebody with autism, if one person does it, that's great.
And that being said, Ryan also speaking out and having such an eloquent way with words about his struggle. I think that people that listen to our show that maybe are fighting their own internal demons, whether it be with autism or Asperger's, somewhere on the spectrum, or just sometimes depression, this is going to really give you perspective on the fact that other people are going through stuff, and that there is a way to persevere, your own brain telling you that you can't do it. Yeah. And I don't know, it's really inspirational. I'm really excited for them to hear this interview. I think we should get right to it.
Let's get right to it. So, Ryan Lee, here is your voice talking to Joey and I on this podcast.
One of our favorite episodes to date.
Yes, and thank you so much again. I hate plugging ourselves, but you can go to the Dudes of Future Past, download, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. But please go to Autism Speaks and
AutismSpeaks.org. Go to dudesoffuturepast.com to see the Tyler McNamer's book.
And also we're going to post Ryan's, you'll hear his speech here, but we'll also post it in script form on our Instagram page. So check that out as well. And now, us
talking
to
Ryan
Lee.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our contest has been teased enough.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
A year, since last year.
Yeah, well, gosh, a whole year has passed. We're in
2018.
Well, I got good news for you, Kurt, because on the line right now, we got our contest winner.
Our very first contest winner.
Skyping in, part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Ryan Lee.
Ryan Lee!
Yay.
Everybody.
Should we just refer to you as Ryan from now on so you don't get inundated with fan mail and stalkers and stuff? I don't want people tracking you down and bothering you at work.
No.
They're like, aren't you the guy who was on Dudes of Future Past? And then, it's a lot. Believe us. We've been dealing with podcast fame for so long.
You're going to be verified on Twitter in no time.
Right. Yeah, please do. And do you have a Twitter handle? Should we tell everybody what to follow you on? Let's get that out of the way.
I'd rather not really.
No, you don't want to hear
That's safe, man. That's safe.
Now, Ryan, thank you so much for being a fan. And you've always been great, even from the Liv and Maddie days. Is that where you found us?
Yeah, and I also found, since you two are living out, started a podcast, I thought I'd stuff out because Joey is really funny, and so are you. I was Johnny Nimbus, he's really good. And, Joey is, one of my favorite characters on Liv and Maddie. He's hilarious.
Oh, thanks. Man.
He is very funny. That's
my favorite character, too.
He started to grow on me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Also, he did some funny things. And what is his obsession with cats?
Oh, dude.
Are you not a cat person, Ryan?
No, not really.
Oh, man.
Sorry,
I just think you haven't met the right kitty cat. I think there's going to be a kitty cat that's going to curl up on your lap one day and your whole perspective is going to change.
Well, it's not that I can pet a cat, but I'm more of a dog person than a cat person.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it, man. I would make the argument you don't have to choose, but choose away.
It's their animal kingdom that makes you choose, really, because we're taught for a long time with Tom and Jerry and all those cartoons back in the day that they fight.
But nobody goes I don't really like cats. I'm more of a monkey person.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah. I'm a goldfish guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Gilmore girl, too.
Ryan, you're in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Or outside of Atlanta.
What's it like in Atlanta, Georgia right now?
Well, the weather is kind of being bipolar. One day it's hot, the next day it's cold.
Yeah.
Like my wife, am I right? Oh!
Yeah, that's kind of how it is here, except the coldest it gets here is like 70 degrees.
Yeah, last night it was chilly. I had to put a sweater on, and that's about it.
Also, like traffic can get pretty bad here during rush hour, but I know it's worse up in LA.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Have you ever been out west? Have you ever come to La La Land?
No, I haven't, but I really want to come. But even if I do come, I know that a lot of Disney stars like to go undercover, so people don't recognize them often.
Oh yeah, Joey always has a 3-mask system.
Yeah. I'm dressed as Batman most of the time,
right?
But they don't think that I'm Joey because they just think I'm some kook on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's right. You go by Hollywood Boulevard and you act like you take pictures with people sometimes, which is weird because the whole point is you don't want to be bothered or take pictures with people.
Oh, and speaking of pictures, Joey, remember your last Instagram pic with your cat?
Yeah.
We all do.
I think that was a bit TMI.
Yeah, you think so?
You're very concerned with it, Ryan. Let's get a little background on you, since you're a contest winner. I want to know what's your life like. What do you do? What's your family like? You got a brother, sisters, mom, dad?
Well, I have a mom and a dad, and I also have a stepdad who I'm starting to get along with, and I have a younger sister who's in school in California in Pasadena City College.
Oh, she's so close.
She's in California too, but not close to LA.
Okay,
Pasadena's pretty close.
It's a stone's throw, really. I've got a good arm.
Oh yeah, you can throw a couple of cities.
But yeah, Pasadena, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's not far at all.
Far, yeah. Do you ever think about coming? You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Visit LA and come visit your sister.
Well,
this is stone talk.
You know how expensive it is for air tickets to go to California,
right?
Oh yeah,
that's true.
We'll get her if she graduates. We're gonna get around to it.
You ever thought of stowing away in the back of a bus or something or a truck?
I never thought about that.
You know, but
even if I did, I'd be complaining. I can barely breathe in here.
You're very particular. Yes, I like that.
I get it, man. Yeah, hitchhiking is a little bit too dangerous. Stowing away is a little bit too uncomfortable. There's got to be that happy medium where you hide in a bag and then people pick you up.
That's why Southwest Airlines is around. They're sort of right in that middle zone. It's almost like stowing away, but with a rest, like an armrest.
So what do you do, Ryan?
I work at a Goodwill donation center.
Oh, great.
So far.
Look at you helping the community.
Yeah, I'm a donor specialist. I help take in donations and sort them.
Oh, that's fantastic. Anything weird? What's the weirdest thing you ever got as a donation that you're like, we don't want this?
Well, it's hard to choose because we got lots of things.
Did anybody bring a used baby diaper or something like that, or anything like that?
We those need to be thrown in the trash. And what do people think? We're the trash guys,
right? Oh, I'm sure you get a lot. You must get a little frustrated. Do you ever snap on somebody like, "Hey, I'm not a trash guy"?
No, we're not supposed to snap on customers, but we do get irritated if that happens.
I can imagine, man. I just read a news story about somebody that brought an urn full of cremated remains to a Goodwill donation center.
Oh.
Just donating their urn, but they forgot that there was a person burnt up inside of it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You ever got a dead person? You've never got
no. You can't take corpses.
Yeah.
That'd be so weird.
Somebody's like, "Hey, my Uncle Phil passed a couple weeks ago. I thought someone might be able to use him for a doorstop or a cutting board."
Right? Yeah.
We are not a funeral home.
You're not a funeral home. Good.
How long have you worked for the Goodwill Donation Center?
Well, for a bit over 4 months now.
That's great, man. That's got to feel so good. You're doing charitable work, helping people out.
Yeah. So, in college I majored in the animal field, but since that didn't work out so well for the first 2, I'm putting it on hold, and that's why I'm working at Goodwill to save up some money.
So you can go back to classes?
Well, I have a degree, but I'm not going back to school.
What's your degree in?
It's in animal science.
That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to go study when I wanted to go to college before.
Really?
You want to be a vet? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't want to be a vet.
What do you want
I
to do?
want to be a wildlife biologist. I don't want to heal animals. I want to just observe them.
You just want to observe them and their nature?
Yeah.
And just study what they do?
I wanted to be Steve Irwin. That's what I wanted to do.
Really?
Oh,
you wanted to study animals, Joey?
Yeah, dude. That was that's still my backup plan. If I stop getting jobs for a few years, right back to college, and I'm going to work in a zoo.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
That's awesome.
Right? That's my favorite thing. Did you ever watch shows like the Jeff Corwin Experience or Steve Irwin's Crocodile Hunter? Those are my favorite.
I used to watch those, and I still like to watch animal shows. Also, your girlfriend Audrey, she's awesome on the Thundermans.
Ah, dude, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's very sweet. She'll hear this song.
Yeah. I was talking about her right before we came to this interview. I was talking to her about how cool you were and how big of a fan and how excited I was to do
if
this
she's
thing.
listening, tell her I think she's very cool as Cherry.
I will tell her that, man. She will hear that.
She
right
will
away.
definitely know about that.
And you should guest star. You should even guest star in the Thundermans. Like, if you had a chance, like, would you like to guest star as a human or a super?
Dude, you want to hear something crazy?
Can we say this?
I can. I can say it to Ryan. He's my good buddy.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I already did guest star on the Thunder.
Boom! Blew your mind, Ryan.
Oh, you did?
It's
Dude,
coming. It's not out yet.
The series finale, the last 2 episodes of the entire show, I'm in.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Like, if you're going to be a super, I wonder what your superpowers would be.
Oh, dude, I may or may not be a super.
And even if you did have a superpower, like, what would it be? What would you want it to be?
I mean, not in the Thundermans, but in real life. Honestly, like, back to animals, I always wanted to be like, I would love. There's this character named Animal Man that can like go back and forth and change. Like I'm a rhino, and then he has like the strength and durability of a rhino, or like a dolphin, and he can swim and have the agility underwater like a dolphin. That's my.
Do you know about a show that used to be on TV? I mean, again, this predates you guys. Being the past guy, I have to do. This is my duty on the show to bring up old
Dr.
things.
Doolittle, I swear.
There was a show called Manimal.
Oh, never heard of it.
Have you never heard of it? There was a show, basically, I don't know if it was a cop show or whatever. I was too young at the time of watching it, but it was basically where a guy had the power to change into animals.
Huh.
And it was basically it was that sort of thing if you needed like to
Beast
climb a
Boy
tree.
from Teen Titans, right?
Yeah, sort of
exactly.
like,
Beast Boy.
exactly.
Beast Boy
Ryan
I like
brings it
because-
back.
I like because Beast Boy actually looks like the animals. I would just turn into the cutest animals on the planet, like a pygmy marmoset, and I'd be the smallest little.
Oh, I
monkey.
love pygmy marmosets. Caden did a project about pygmy marmosets.
Neato.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later. It's my daughter, Ryan.
Hey, Joey, there's one thing I'd like to know say about Joey on Liv and Maddie. Like, remember when he pretended to be a jock to impress a girl in the second season?
Oh, yeah,
You ever do that?
With the glasses that
and-
caught on fire?
And remember, and in the fourth season, he pretended to be like Falcon, but it crossed the burner's face. Like, I really hope that he learned his lesson that it's not worth pretending to be something you're not to get people to like you.
Love this, Ryan, man.
I know, man. You're finding those hidden meetings in Liv and Maddie.
Ryan, that is great. I love that you got such a great soul, buddy.
Yeah, I'd tell Joey that it's not worth pretending to be something you're not. If people don't appreciate the real you, then it's their loss.
That's
No,
smart, and
yeah,
that's a
dude.
good message for everybody out there.
No, and I think Joey took that right at the end of the fourth season.
I think he did.
I hope he did. Because stand up is his.
And I have one thing to say about Parker. Like, he is smart, but he can be very manipulative sometimes. Remember when he used Diggy's love sickness to make him do the work and to think Maddie were there?
Yep.
Like, if I was Diggy and I find out that way, I'd tell him, like, did you really think I was that dumb?
I think he was though.
I think Diggy is pretty
Yeah, I
dumb.
think Diggy's pretty dumb.
If Parker said, like, about Diggy's love sickness, and in defense, I would say, oh, so that makes it all right to lie to me and manipulate me.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
You can't hit a little boy, but I bet you would want to if you were Diggy in that situation.
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't hit him.
Diggy
but
had
I
hidden rage issues. It was
I
a
wouldn't
deal.
hit him.
Yeah.
But
No, of course not. That's not
Well,
how you
but the-
solve problems, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, like, to outsmart Parker, you gotta think like Parker.
I know.
That's true.
You gotta be who is his arch nemesis in the... Who is his arch nemesis?
Parker's arch nemesis. I don't
guess
know.
he didn't really have an arch
He
nemesis.
might not have.
Fourth season, he had J.J. Toda's character and Chloe East's character. But
Acne was his arch nemesis.
yeah, acne. Puberty was his arch nemesis.
Puberty was his arch nemesis. Ryan, let's talk about you, because I want to know, well, what got you into Disney shows like Liv and Maddie in the first place?
Well, like, I've been a big fan of Disney Channel for a long time.
They've been churning out good products for a while.
I've been of the old Disney show Bug Juice. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hear they're bringing it back up this year.
Are they really?
Oh yeah, like, but it's gonna be same place, Camp Wasiata, but different counselors and different kids.
Don't know anything about. Yeah, I haven't heard
Know
about
anything
that.
Bug
no.
Juice? Bug Juice was before or after your time.
Oh no, I don't remember it. I haven't heard anything about it coming back. But
It was back in 2000. In 2000,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was born in 1991.
91. That's when I graduated high school. Who's feeling older?
You should.
This guy right here.
Dude, there's so many. Have you been watching Raven's Home?
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Raven still got it.
Raven's still got it, dude. That
By
is
the
so
way,
Raven.
I thought they would give the visions to the son Booker, because if they gave it to the daughter Nia, it would be way too predictable.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I like that they're changing it up. Like Girl Meets World was different than Boy Meets World.
Oh, speaking of Girl Meets World, people were not too happy that it got canceled and didn't get renewed for a fourth season.
Were you one of those people?
Oh yeah, it should have gotten a fourth season. Like what kind of challenges await the group? Like now that they're in high school.
What's going to happen?
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm glad that Liv and Maddie beat them. It's not a competition, but it sort of is for me. I'm glad that we got a fourth season.
All those
and they
Disney
did.
shows that went like I didn't do it. So, like,
Oh
around the
yeah,
same time.
I loved I Didn't Do It. It was hilarious. I really wanted to know what awaited the Fab Five.
I know. But
Ryan, you ever
sadly-
thought about doing TV reviews and critiques and stuff? Do you have a blog or anything like that?
Well, no, but sometimes I do leave reviews on iTunes, like with episodes I buy. I say really good. It's like think they're really funny. I even loved Best Friends Whenever.
Yeah, right.
Great gals. Those are girls were very nice young ladies.
Yeah. And now Best Friends.
Landry Bender and Ricky Garcia.
Yeah. And
Do you
now
ever-
the creators, Jed and Scott of Best Friends Whenever, have a new show coming out called Night Squad.
Oh, that's right. That's what Ron and
Nice
John are working on.
Squad.
So yeah,
I can't wait to see that.
I
It's
know.
coming
I
up,
hear
yeah.
That's great.
you can start the buzz now that have Joey and I like replace whoever's starring on the show. We'll just
I'll
take
come in
over.
as a guest star.
Yeah, I'll come in. Well,
I'll come in at the series finale.
yeah, maybe one of those. You just finale guy.
Just
what
the
if you're the
finale
finale
guy.
guy? That'd be
Just
great.
coming in. Oh, dude, I can't wait for you to see the Thundermans episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my favorite Nick shows.
Yeah,
That's
dude, I know.
fantastic.
It's one of the best Nick shows. We just had Cooper Barnes from Henry Danger on last
Do you like
week.
Henry Danger?
Oh yeah, I listened to that podcast yesterday. Yeah, Henry Danger is really cool.
What'd you think of Cooper?
Oh, he's awesome. He's one of the best actors. Like, and trust me, I can't wait to. I've been looking at the animated show. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, he's a really great guy. Yeah. What else are we going to talk about with Ryan? Let's talk
post?
about what's that?
Oh, you remember the post I sent you guys to read?
Yes, I wanted to talk about autism.
Yeah,
You brought, now, are you autistic yourself?
yeah, I am.
Okay.
I shared it to you on my post. Like, but it's just very hard to sometimes talk about because like there are people out there that can be so mean that because you're different when you have a mental condition like that improves that with your social skills and stuff.
Right.
Like they treat you as if you're not human with feelings.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think Disney
unfortunate.
should.
Yeah.
And I think Disney should really raise more awareness. Like back in 2002, there was this movie called True Confessions, like that had a character with autism. Like Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
You remember that movie?
I do. I recall the name, but I don't know if I saw it or not. To be honest.
Yeah. Yes, and I really think Disney should raise more awareness. Like even people who are artistic should get a chance to audition for Disney shows because they are human too, and they should aware that to treat them with more kindness.
Absolutely.
Right, and I see. I'm just talking to you. I know you got some comedic timing, and you're very aware of what's funny and where the line should go. I mean, I'm having a great conversation.
And one thing I think is that it's one thing to speak out for homosexuality because it's something that is affecting you that a lot of people have a prejudice against, but something like autism that affects your social skills to a point where it's physically harder for you to come out and talk about it.
Yeah.
Someone like you that's willing to come out and talk about it is helping so many people. Like,
it's
even
vital.
this little thing, man, is
Yeah,
giving a voice
can I read it? Can I read out my post so everyone can hear?
Yeah, please
Please
let's
do.
hear it.
Yeah,
Because I want to
did
get
this
into
my
it on a personal level and what you have faced and how you've overcome things. So let's talk about that too. But let me hear your post.
Yeah, I did this on my birthday, which is October 1st.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. I am so blessed to have made another year. Also, this year really meant something to me. And you want to know why? Because I fully learned to accept myself. For a long time, I was ashamed of the fact that I have autism. A few months ago, I came across this book called Population 1, Autism, Adversity, and the Will to Succeed by Tyler McNamer. It's a book recommended for everyone to read. It taught me to accept my label of autism, not as a disability, but as an extraordinary ability as my own. Back then, during middle school and most of high school, being ashamed of my autism, I felt so angry, depressed, confused, impatient, and isolated. At times, I expressed it so intensely that I started hurting people physically and mentally. I even started breaking rules. For a long time, I tried really hard to fit in and hide my autism by observing what other people were doing. I literally tried to fit into their world and be like them, seeking approval and the attention of others. But later on and more this year, I reasoned out that I can't be and think like everyone else. It was easy for me to love others, but I didn't love myself. Also, most times, I never took anyone's advice unless it was someone I trust dearly. I also never talked about it because there are people out there who can be so mean, especially when they find out you have some mental condition and treat you as if you're not human with feelings. The word retarded and being called it most of my life just made my blood boil so much, and sometimes caused me to be vengeful. I have a hard time reading body languages, and sometimes I rub people the wrong way, and I don't even know it. It's hard to put yourself out there for others in the world to ridicule and deal with others' limiting beliefs of your abilities and differences. I've become stronger and more confident in my life as others place limitations on me. I'm also lucky to have friends that listen and are accepting, because if they really are your friends, they'll accept you no matter what, who you are, but only if you accept yourself first. It took me a while to learn that. No matter who you are, there are positive characteristics about you. Write a list of fantastic things you have to offer. They won't be things that everyone will value, but that doesn't matter. They just have to be things that you like about yourself. Flaws and all, you are who you are. All the good things and bad things about you make you unique and should be cherished. And if some don't appreciate it, then it's their loss. Not everyone has found out how to appreciate you yet, and that's okay. And it doesn't change the fact that you are inherently a good thing. No matter what anyone in the world says, you will always shine. Be strong and brave and show true passion for yourself.
Oh, dude.
Ryan, that was beautiful, man.
That's beautiful.
That was wonderful.
Golly.
Yeah.
Dude, you have no idea what kind of voice you're giving to people that feel like they don't have one right now.
Yeah.
If anybody were to listen to this in your position, you are an inspiration, man. I'm so proud that that happened on our show.
Yeah, I am
Beautifully
really. That's well put. I feel the same way. It's not a topic that gets talked about enough. I know a lot of people are confused about what causes it, what happens, what to do with
or
kids,
what it is and how it
or
affects
how it affects people. What would you say the biggest effect is in your daily life? That is, because you seem like you're carrying yourself. You have a job. It's not like you're debilitated in any way. You're having a conversation. You're smart. I mean, what do you feel like your struggles are?
Well, I feel like my struggles are like knowing when to say the right thing and when to say the wrong thing. And sometimes I guess I get a little too carried away when wanting to connect with someone, and sometimes I take it too far when I just want to be friends with the person or reconnect with them. But sometimes I guess my efforts can be overwhelming for the other person, and I don't even know it.
Social cues and things like that are a little more difficult.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't want to feel alone. And I just want to make new friends, and I really would like to make friends with Joey, even though he's a Disney star.
We're friends, buddy. You've made a friend. I'm your friend. There's no making friends between us.
I've got a lot of friends, Ryan. So I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes, because like I know even though Joey's a Disney star, he's a regular human being, just like everyone else, and I would like to meet you for real. Because I know you'd be awesome to hang out with.
Yeah, dude, and I do some work with people that would love to hear your perspective also. So, like, that's not a pipe dream, man.
No.
If you want to come down here, there are some people that would be very much inspired to hear your story.
Yeah.
Yes, and also, I want to show you the book I was talking about in my post. Like, let me get it in just a sec.
Okay, give us,
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Now we'll talk about the future past of autism and how we can help people deal with this better.
Yeah, man, you are.
Okay. This is the book I was talking about.
Okay, tilt it a little bit. It's a little shiny. There you go. Population 1. Okay.
Autism, Adversity, and the Will to Succeed by Tyler McNamara.
Okay. Is he also autistic?
Yeah, but the author wrote it as autistic, and he made this book when he was 16. And reading this book, it changed my life and caused me to make that post on my birthday to not be ashamed of my autism anymore.
No, you never should. And I love that message you were bringing up earlier.
Anybody listening to this podcast, we'll put Population 1 link on our website and our socials so that you can click that if you need a book to read from Ryan Lee, who...
Now, do you think it speaks to you more as an autistic person, or do you think it's also a good reference for people who don't know anything about it or don't understand autism?
Well, I think it's a book that everybody should learn to understand autistic people and how to just learn to connect with them. Like, and I don't receive all the credit. I talked to Tyler McNamara, the author. Like, he's a really nice guy. Like, you should connect with him too. Like, when I got the book, he even signed it for me.
Oh, that's very nice.
Wow.
All right. Autism works. I love it. Well,
great.
you know what? That's not a bad idea. We'll see if we can get him on the horn and have him be on the show, because I think that would be really important to do.
He's a really busy guy, but
I bet. So are we.
he does webinars like every week.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Well, you know what? We'll nail him down.
Yeah, we'll
figure him out. Yeah, we can do it. If we can nail you down for an interview, we could definitely get him.
Yes, because he's very nice, and he really wants to help the world understand autism. Like, he even runs the company Autism Works, like, to get people to understand it.
That's great. Yeah, we'll put that link in our description also.
That's fantastic.
Ryan, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for being on our show, man. Thank you so much for winning our contest. We're so appreciative of you. You know, you're two of our best friends, man.
Yeah. Hey, Joey,
so
would you follow me on Instagram?
Right now, because you're asking me on the podcast? Yes, man. Of course I will.
Yeah. You're awesome, Joey, and you're awesome too, Kurt.
I thank you. What's that?
You're really awesome too. I really miss Live on Maddie.
Well, thank you so much. Well, that's why we're here. Well, you're awesome, more awesome, and hopefully we can keep in contact with you and get updates. Your birthday's October 21st. Hopefully we'll keep that. Put that in the date book. We got to have a birthday shout out.
You guys want me to send you the link to the book?
Oh, we can find the link.
Yeah. We can. So if you feel free, if you'd like, if you already have it handy. But yeah, sure. Would you like to be our intern?
Well, that's a really nice offer, but it'd be hard to get to California.
Dude,
no, all you have to do, you know what? You just like this. We'll Skype you in, and then you just give us some info and data whenever we need it.
That would be. I'm not really that smart with computers. Like, I know how to use one, but I know it not with data.
Never underestimate yourself. You're doing a great job.
Ryan, thank you so much, man. I don't think you have any idea how many people you probably helped today. So thank you so much, man.
It's a huge deal. Thank you, Ryan.
Okay.
And keep listening to the podcast, and keep shouting out to us, all right?
I'm going to follow you right now, so you know I'm good on my word.
All right?
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
No problem, man.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Well, that was it. The definitive interview with Ryan Lee. Hope you guys all enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed talking to Ryan. Stay tuned. We got more podcasts coming for you this week. We know we've been off. We've had a couple technical issues. We lost a whole podcast. I'm so bummed about it. But more are coming this week. Please download, subscribe, tell your friends about us. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.